Welcome to the Business Thruple podcast, where we talk about what it takes to build a global business.
I'm Al.
I'm Jasmine Cherie.
And I'm Jamey. Welcome to the podcast. I'm really excited to share the journey of what it is to be a brand licensee with the Green Rebellion. We keep talking about our brand licensees, but people are like, what specifically is a brand licensee and how do I become one?
Sorry.
What specifically is a brand licensee and how do I become one? Because I think a lot of people are reaching out to us and they're like, I love what you guys are doing, but I don't understand this concept of a brand licensee because it's different. When we started the Green Rebellion, we were really adamant we didn't want to go down the traditional franchise model, just with all the laws and restrictions towards that. And it comes back to this ecological model where we wanted it to be win-win.
It's not just that too. We wanted to make it as easy as possible as we could for the brand licensees to become a part of our mission as well too. So as cost effectively and as easily as we could bring people into our business, we did that through the brand license agreement.
It was just more cost effective. It was more the global hub could have more money to give back to the brand licensees to help grow the brand quicker. So that's why we shook it up and it became a brand licensee.
I think when I first started putting together the brand licensee info pack, I was like, okay, well, if I was a brand licensee, what were the things that I'd want to know and what's possible in business? And I think that one of the key things that we get asked is, I've got a business that's an education platform, or I've got something that's completely unrelated to the cleaning industry. One of our potential brand licensees asked recently, she's like, well, can I actually run a cleaning business? And it's like, this isn't about having all this knowledge in the cleaning industry. Like, you will learn that over time, but having a good business mindset, having a profitable business mindset, having a mindset where, everyone wins, and being able to take the cleaning industry and revolutionize for whatever area you've got your brand licensee in, to be able to go, no, we are the leaders in the eco cleaning industry in this area. We look after our team and taking everyone. So it's more leadership, than it is, having all this knowledge about the cleaning industry.
I think, you've got to
have transferable skills.
Yeah, cross-pollination, yeah.
I think if you already run an existing business, definitely you're going to be 2 steps ahead. But I also believe that even if you haven't yet owned and operated your own business, as long as you're somebody who can see where we're taking this, can follow a system and is motivated, is self-responsible, it's still for you. I think we're getting a lot of people that already do own and operate traditional businesses, or they already have their own cleaning business and they can see with our process that's going to make their life easier.
And I think it's starting to get traction. People are very, very curious. You even get contacted from the US recently.
I'm getting traction in America, and Jazz promised me, can we please build out Australia? And we're in the UK. Can we please build these 2 countries out before we go to America? I'm like, I'm not going to turn people around. So we're getting traction from there. I did a call with a lady in Scotland the other day.
That's right. We're already going global. We're not just people, and I think it's through this podcast and through the socials and through our mission and our responsibility and this is part of the global hub's responsibility, is to build the brand. The fact that random people are contacting you from America saying, we heard about this, someone from Scotland, isn't that phenomenal?
We're not even 6 months in, and that's the craziness of it. We're in 4 places now, or about to be 4 places. We've got a few people jumping on within Australia. And that is our ultimate plan, is to grow Australia out by the end of the year. I'd like the United Kingdom grown out by the end of the year, and then it's global domination. We're moving hard and we're moving fast, and to take that 5% of the market in the next 2.5 years, we gave ourselves a 3-year goal. We've got 2.5 years left. We are moving hard and fast.
And very intentionally and with purpose.
Yes.
Does anyone want to share? I'm happy to talk about it, but I want to share what brand licensees actually get. So they pay their investment. What do they get?
Once you come in and you decide that you want to become a brand licensee, It's a really quick process. We can get it done within 4 to 6 weeks. We're automating as much of that process as possible to make it really smooth, and especially if you already are a busy business owner. Because we have 2 ways that you can come in and become a brand licensee. One of those is owner-operator, so you operate and run your own business in your own area. The other one is our passive opportunity where you would get that managed, your area managed for you. Whatever way, we can do it in 4 to 6 weeks. You own an area, a shire, a county, a ward, depending on what that is called in your country, your area, and that is your business. So you own that part of turf as the Green Rebellion. That is yours. It's your business. We give you the complete setup that we know that got us to a 7-figure business really quickly. You get that whole setup. It's all done. All the training for you or your manager is all set up and done, rip, roaring, ready to go. And I think that's a big thing is what people are loving, especially the people that already own a traditional cleaning business that are looking at our model and coming in with their model, is they're not doing it alone. Yes, it's their responsibility to get their area moving, but all the systems, all the processes are set up, but we've got our weekly calls that we're jumping on and we're coaching people and helping them get their areas up to that 7-figure. Our goal is for our individual brand licensees to be at 100K months within 6 months, which we know is very achievable.
And I'm loving some of the conversations we're having, in the last couple of weeks with some potential brand licensees who are already cleaners. Everyone's got their own journey, and there might be single mums, but they're breaking the mold of what single mum actually means, and they are taking fucking life and business and their future and their children's future by the bullhorns, and they're like, fuck yes. And I think the thing that lights them up, which lights me up, seeing them get lit up, there's a level of excitement, but also relief that they don't have to do all of this on their own. Like they're working.
We've made it as close to as done for you as we possibly can for them.
And done for you, and also it's set up, but it's also I say we because I'm a brand licensee as well. We've got the support network within the community where we can go and, hey, I've got this, or have we got, it's like a brains trust. And being able to leverage that brains trust will only propel the success and collapse time, collapse the time that it takes for your business to succeed. And we all want to build amazing lives for our families, and we all have our own personal goals. This isn't just the Jamey and Al show. It's like, what do you want to create for your life?
And you would know yourself from being a part of like coaching groups and stuff like that, when it comes to collective consciousness, how much quicker things happen when you're all growing on the same mission, the same path.
We're already seeing it, with each new brand licensees that jumps, it's just propelling us forward even more. And that excites me. In 2.5 years, we're going to own an industry that's worth nearly $350 billion. 5% of that's $17 billion. And so I was really adamant, and I had to negotiate with Jazz a little bit at the start to make the brand licensees really cheap at this start, because I really
want. There's still a buy-in, like they're not like
you're not the money for nothing and your kicks for free. Like we've got to it costs money to get this done, but I was really adamant to make it. I wanted to reward the first followers, the people that before we got up and off the ground, and the only data that we've had is our Gold Coast data, which is fucking amazing data, right, of what's possible. But the guys that were coming in first, I wanted to give them best dibs on the best areas, and that we rewarded them at a really fair price. Because once we have the data in the next few months of these guys being fully operational and up and running, the plan is to put them up to a higher price. And so I've been really adamant from the start, I'm not saying things to sell these things. Our data and what we have already is enough to be able to sell it. We don't need to, mix words and make it sellable. It is
what it is.
It is enough. But right now it's a really, really cheap buy-in. And we had a story from one of our brand licensees, and she was looking at buying a courier business in New Zealand,
Newcastle.
In Newcastle. And they were going to charge her $25K for a little area just to run a courier business. And there was not leverageable the way that we're creating, because the reality is with the brand licensees that are jumping on now, and as we grow as a global hub, you with Sydney, right? You have the potential to sell that off for millions of dollars in the next few years. And we heard an amazing story.
Oh, yeah. Of another guy we met at the event the other week, and he was telling me about his friend who built just Adelaide out for his cleaning business, and he was able to sell that off for $7.5 million.
Just a little dinky.
Just for one little suburb, one
area
town.
within the cleaning business. So industry.
Yeah.
So that's the potential for our brand licensees now. And the thing is, our brand licensees, going back to this ecological business model, they earn not just only in one way. So yes, they earn money from cleaning, but they also earn money for our Biz in the Box people coming in and buying the course and the
training,
program,
certifications.
and then we have a subscription model for our brand licensees. So they have to pay each month to be able to access their jobs. So the brand licensees, they actually get to earn in 3 different ways.
One of the things I get asked, and I'm asking this because
come at us as the brand licensee.
the curious brand licensee, because I already know the answer to this, but how many, so you talk about 100K months, how many cleans is that? Like, what does that actually look like? How the fuck do you make $100,000 in cleaning in a month?
It's actually not that many. So what we did is when we put the numbers together for the brand licensees, we did it like we've got 5 industries, right? We did it for domestic cleaning because that's a reoccurring revenue that these guys are getting. So when we look at 100K months, we did it on domestic cleaning.
And we always base it off the lowest numbers possible too.
So
it's more realistic.
Like $221, which is like your basic clean. And we worked it out to have 16 Green Rebellions Biz in the Box people on the ground. And that's like way enough. You could actually do it in 10. And I think that's what people don't see, that compounding, that little compounding of those little numbers and what's actually possible when you add it all up. And I think we worked it out to be 20 cleans a week. I actually don't have the data in front of me, but I think it was.
We based it off them doing 20 hours.
Yeah. Each of those Green
16
Rebellions.
teams doing 20 hours a week, which is really doable.
And then that's just in residential cleans, but then there's also bond cleaning and commercial cleaning.
So that's all cream on top. That's extra. Yep.
Our window cleaning process is within a league of its own. And our Biz in the Box people have the potential to create like a multiple 6-figure business just from our cleaning industry training course, which is still, it's money for a brand licensee.
Are you talking about the Biz in the Box? Or are you talking about the brand licensees?
So the Biz in the Box in our window cleaning, right? So when we look at residential, that's what we created the 100K months process over. So getting that data, making sure they've got reoccurring revenue coming in is doing that through domestic cleaning. But when you look at our window cleaning process, which not many people do, we use a very specific cleaning apparatus that doesn't need scaffolding.
Yeah.
So we can do up to 3 stories high.
So it's really cheap for the cleaner to operate our window cleaning system, and it's really cheap for the client as well too, and it's really easy for both parties. So I don't want to chunk down too much on it, but traditionally to clean multi-story buildings, you either need a scissor lift or you need like scaffold. There's other things you need to implement to be able to work at heights. With our cleaning methods, we do it all from the ground.
Yeah, that's extraordinary.
And that's what the brand licensees get to tap into, is that uniqueness just of that. And then the Biz in the Box people tapping into that too. That can be like a multiple 6-figure business just for our Biz in the Box people.
Yeah, and I think, when I've been interviewing for Biz in the Box people to come into Sydney, like I'm telling them there is a lot of money to be made in the recurring cleans, but also in bond cleans and window cleans and even builders cleans. But, if you want to do residential, bond and window, there's actually a lot of potential for people, for the Biz in the Box people, but also for the brand licensees, but for people to actually make a decent chunk of cash.
And we set the industries up like really different to be able to suit different individuals. Like for instance, commercial cleaning's really great coin for people that just want to be cruisy, maybe if it's even an older couple that want to get out there and work and cruise. Bond cleaning is really great for these guys that want to come in and make cash hard and fast, leverage our platform and then go and create their own business. I'd say window cleaning would be great for old mate that might be earning, $30 an hour as a labourer, struggling to support his family. can come and set up with our system and make really good coin to support his
We had a job the other day on the Gold Coast where they generated $140 an hour on one window cleaning job.
Yeah, that's incredible. How long did the job take?
It was like 4 hours.
4 hours.
Yeah.
Multiple stories?
2 stories.
Yeah. Yeah, that's amazing. And how many people did you have on the team?
One.
One person.
And it works out good for our clients still, right? Like I think a lot of people be going, oh, fuck, that's costing the clients a lot of money. But the clients actually save money by using our system
Why is that?
because they don't need scaffolding.
Oh, I see. Oh, with the window cleaning.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So what else? What else? Because you've been in a lot more brand licensee conversations or potential brand licensee conversations. What else are some of the questions that they're asking that people have been curious to find out about in their consideration of becoming?
I think it's more of an observation. Like when people come in, they're like, oh, fuck, this is way better than what I thought it was going to be. I think when people look at it, they kind of go, oh, this is a traditional franchise model. And so when I'm jumping on the phone and I'm talking to potential brand licensees, they're a bit overwhelmed with how fucking great it is because they're like, oh, really? And there's not one person that I've individually got on the phone call with. I think from our first webinar, we had one lady that went, I don't have the money for this. But other than that, everybody's like, oh, fuck, I want to be part of this. And I think it's just a little bit of moving their brains around to go, no, this is not a traditional franchise model where we're going to be up the top and you're buying a little piece of the pie under. It's a we platform that we've created that's ecological and you're going to earn in 3 different ways and you're helping us get this around the globe.
And I think I'm just thinking of that old business motto that used to have the hustle is dead, which is, no, what was it? I know that was one of them, but it was about you created an automated system for everyone else, but not for you guys. Whereas this business model is actually, no, we're all going to roll our sleeves up, but we're all going to win. And this is like, we all get to share in the profits, which I think, we've just done a whole session on eco business models. I think one of the important considerations for potential brand licensees, especially if they've already got a business, I had to consider this I had to give some strong consideration to like, oh, okay, I'm thinking about becoming a brand licensee. How am I going to make this work? I've already got my own business. I've got my property. I've got all my other life responsibilities. And then you were worried about, Jasmine, you've got such a good life. Do you know, I don't want to like, are you sure you want to do this? Like, I'm like, no, I fucking got this. Like, we're good. But I had to, come up with a way of being able to make it work. And so there's 2 different types of business models that, we've come up with for the brand licensees. One is you're working in the business yourself and you're running and managing the business.
Yep. Owner operator, yep.
Yeah, owner operator. And obviously the profits are going to be higher when the owner, when you're actually working in the business. For me, that's not like my life is already very full. And I saw this as, an opportunity to, create something else separate to what I already do with my business consulting and with the Global Hub. So the option that I have chosen is a business manager model, where so I'm at the moment in the throes of employing a business manager to come into the Sydney team and to actually run it. And I think this is an important distinction or idea to presence when talking about brand licensees, is because it's like, how the fuck am I going to make that work? I'm already busy. It's like, well. If we remove that level of needing to control everything and we actually like bring someone in, we empower them, we incentivize the role, and we empower them in, managing money and building teams and all of that, it's actually a lot more in the world of possibility opens up.
Well, it's, that saying that I go back to, it takes a village to raise a company, and the system and the way that we've set it up is it actually doesn't take a lot of work to get to those 100K months with the people within the team and everybody supporting the individuals and the global hub to be able to get there. So if you're owner operator, all it is a phone in your hand and a computer.
That's it.
You can it really is a laptop lifestyle business, right? And not like those laptop lifestyle business like Elle and I, our previous business was affiliate marketing, right? And so it was determined by their mindsets, how they could run their own ads, how they could do it, like gather the skills and everything. This is already set up, done, instant cash now. You're not waiting for somebody that goes, hey, I want to be an affiliate marketer too. And then you recruit, like it's a recruitment drive, right? We're selling service-based business, and the Global Hub is creating this brand that's helping that do that. We're helping generate the leads. We also teach our individual brand licensees how to generate those leads. All they are is on the phone and on the computer processing those leads, and then making sure the biz in the box people, which the system's already set up to do that, are getting to those jobs and doing a good job. Most of it's automated. Like the systems take care of most of it, and we're constantly innovating and automating more. So really all they're doing is a few hours a day of really fucking top-notch customer service.
I was just thinking back to, I think, episode 1 or 2, where Al was sharing how just the journey of what the business has already been, but you were using your Google Calendar, to book out. I think it was. This was episode 1 you were telling,
We started from the bare basics where it was just Facebook, getting people to comment on posts, reaching out to them, calling them, and then booking them into the Google Calendar. And that's how we were running the whole business at the start.
Well, even I think, this conversation is going to be really empowering for already existing cleaners. So we get people that are cleaners on the ground, or people that are already managing owner, operator, their own traditional cleaning businesses. And they know it's cheaper to come to us and buy our system, and it's going to be more lucrative to buy into our system than to go and create their own. Because I've already, with our system, we already eliminated the gaps in the market. So that's why we're getting a lot of already traditional cleaners and cleaning businesses looking at us.
Yeah, and everyone knows that your most valuable asset is your time, right? So if we can minimize the amount of time that you've got to spend doing all of the other stuff, then you can put more of that effort into creating actual cash flow.
Well, I'm looking forward to, this week we've got the Sydney business launch for the Green Rebellion. So I love that. I've got my launch on Friday. We're going to have a really fabulous night. We're going to be celebrating, and the team's coming down to Sydney. But it was like, you guys are going to come support me, and you were like, 100% Jasmine, we're going to be there.
That's like how our brand licensees have this big coming out green party. So you've heard about white parties. We have green parties, and there's no cooch. That's what you say, isn't it? That's what
Cooter.
Cooter.
What's cooter?
The green stuff.
It's just green clothes, no weed.
No weed.
Oh, okay.
No weed.
I knew I'd heard the word.
Like straight one eating me trying to be cool and talk about weed. There's no weed at the green parties.
What's at white parties then?
Oh, fuck. I didn't think about that. So our brand licensees come out with a bang. They have a launch party. Their system's already set up. That we've grown an amazing team, which is supporting and setting the systems up. And then they're off and running. Like, you can have a fully operational, cash-generating, cash in your pocket business within 4 to 6 weeks. That's fucking crazy. Like, all done. All you're doing is investing, tapping into our system. We take care. We'll grow the system for you. You come in and you do our training, and then you've got a cash-generating system ready within that time.
And you've got the support of the Global Hub.
Yep.
And it is like a brains trust. It's like we come to the thing and we're like, oh shit, this happened or that happened, or and we get to solve problems together. So we definitely don't feel alone. Like, it's like, now fuck off. You've given us your money. We've given you a system. Now go away. It's like, no, we're on this. We're in this together.
It comes back to the ecological system,
And that was the one real thing that we didn't want to create at the start, is like, we've seen and spoken to other people that have bought into franchises, and they basically said that once they bought the franchise, it was just like,
good luck.
Good luck.
But they still
You now own a little bit of our company. Now go make money. If you don't make money, then we're going to take your business back off you. Like, it can be really cutthroat in franchising. So that's why we didn't want to create that at all. And that's why with our brand licenses, we're 100% support you as much as we possibly can.
Well, we created a roundtable, philosophy from the very start. Like, it was not just Al and I being the owners of the business and then bringing you in, and we were like, the rule makers. And even I say that to you all the time. I'm like, Al and I are not here just to create all the rules. We're mindful that we get to grow this together, and that brains trust, and that it takes a village to grow a company. So when our brand licensees coming in, not only do they get to leverage us, but we get to help and leverage them. And I'm sure, as we grow over the next few months, the amazing people that we've got coming on from all different walks of life are going to help us grow this even quicker and better.
And we've got an extraordinary journey ahead of us. I look kind of like take a snapshot of this moment in time that we're now, like, you know, like bringing on, you know, the excitement of bringing on and growing out Australia. And, you know, who knows, we might be in America by the end of the year. Going off your record of random people contacting you, like we're not even trying and people are contacting us, which is extraordinary. But I want to take that snapshot, the snapshot of where we are now. It's like, and then what's possible in 12, 18, 24 months from now, you know, and we've got, you know.
Well, look how quickly it's already grown. And I think, you know, a side note to that, we were looking at investing into a landing page to grow our brand licensees, which was going to be like 32 grand. And then it was going to be like thousands of dollars to run.
Yeah, it's a whole marketing program, yeah.
It was going to cost a lot of money. And, you know, I came from, you know, a personal brand background, and I was adamant when we started the Green Rebellion, I did not want to be the front. I did not want to be the cover of the company. I wanted the company to sell itself. I didn't want to show up online again. I just started to post and people just started to reach out to me. Like, I really didn't try. My aim was to start to show up and share the real journey of what it takes. So I could, that was part of my contributionism, to give back and go, hey, this is actually the truth and the reality of what it takes to grow a business. And then people just started to reach out and go, how do I become part of this? Like Nikki in the UK, before we had even launched that this was going to be a duplicatable model, she's like, how do I get this to the UK, before we'd even launched it? And that's what we're finding. We're just energetically, people are just getting drawn to us. I don't know what we're doing. I don't know if it's like God or it's just meant to be, but people just want to be involved in what we're doing.
Who wouldn't?
Oh, yeah, we're pretty cool dudes.
I keep saying on my posts, like for the brand licenses, like, and we are an awesome bunch to, you know, come and be connected with and be empowered through, and also, you know, make money, like build a business that makes money and is profitable and takes everyone along for the journey, which I think that's high value.
So we're probably going to get a whole heap of people reach out to us from this episode, which we invite. The thing that I would...
Especially if you're in Florida.
Oh, you want to go to Florida?
Yeah, love to go
Okay.
to Florida.
So the thing that I would be mindful of, this is talking to you, like you've gone and looked at our stuff, maybe you're following us and you're getting those, you know, furry feelings, fuzzy wuzzies. I need a bit of food. We've been filming for too long. Is this for you? Like, how to think about, is this for you? One, I think about like if it is calling to you. Two, we're not looking for sheep. You know, this system is set up, it's duplicatable, it's done for you, but we're looking for people that want to play with us and have balls in the game. Yes, we do have a passive option, but we still want to have people that are not just going to go, here, take my money and make it into something.
Yeah.
Where, you know, it's this ecological system where everybody wins, so everybody's got to play our part. And then make sure you have the cash. So at the moment, our areas are going for 25K Aussie each. Make sure you have that cash, can get that cash, or do whatever the fuck you can to get that cash.
And like, it's the mindset of I will stop at fucking nothing. It's not like, oh, I don't know, I'll think about it. It's like, no, like if you are feeling that burn, it's like, I want to go and create something extraordinary and be a part of, you know, the unfolding of, you know, being part of a
Like kind of
story.
like before, like
The
those,
evolution.
like that Facebook, when all those guys got invited to that Facebook room and some people said no.
Oh, because MySpace was a hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where we're at. And I think we're about to wrap up, but the Green Rebellion is just the start for us. Biz in the Box is growing as its own industry by itself. So not only will the Green Rebellion be the owner of the cleaning industry in the next 3 years, we're relentless in making that happen. Biz in the Box is becoming its own industry by itself. It will be the go-to place where anybody trains to be any home-based service certificate. And then we're developing an app alongside of that, which we hope to get started within the next year alongside everything that we are doing. We're not here to fuck spiders, so we're really looking for people that want to come and not fuck spiders with us.
Yeah, or milk mice.
Thank you for joining us. You can catch us on our links below, all our socials, and please leave us a review. How we get this out and how we dominate the industry in the next 3 years is if you guys hit 5 stars and leave us a review.
Thanks for watching.
Uru.